welcome to another cooking episode with Natasha. What I'm going to be making today is basically a salmon poke in some maki. Some simple, easy sushi that you can do at home. I'm going to use some rice paper as well as cucumbers. Alternative for vegetarian, or the rice paper is gluten-free, like I used in the last Vietnamese rolls. There's a little bit of rice, so I made some sushi rice. Here I have my sushi rice. Inside I have a 1/4 cup of rice wine vinegar, and then I have a 1/4 cup of sugar. So you dissolve those two together, you cook your rice like you would over the stove, you let it cool off a little bit, and then you add the sushi rice in there, and just make sure that it's covered. You don't want it to get dried up. And then what I'm first going to do is grab my salmon, because the salmon has to marinate for about an hour or two in the fridge before you make your poke and put your toppings on your maki. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the salmon, place it in a bowl. It's diced up pretty evenly. I mean, you can use your judgment on what you feel is whatever you feel comfortable with doing. You go ahead and do so. So I'm going to put that in the bowl. Then I am going to add some soy sauce. Then I'm going to add a little bit of red chili flakes, just a bit. I mean, I kind of like mine a bit spicy, so I'm daring. Oil here, my sesame oil, I have the garlic flavored sesame oil. I like it, I prefer it a little bit more over just the regular. It kind of gives that little bit of a punch, which is nice. And then I'm going to add some scallions. I'm also going to add a little bit of rice wine vinegar, just a smidge. There we go. So like I said, this is just pretty much going to marinate for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and when it's all done, it's going to be infused with some pretty amazing flavors. I don't want to be too technical on this tutorial, I just kind of wanted to have it be fun. So I've got my rice paper here, and as you can see, it's kind of different flavors. This is a spinach rice paper. This is my turmeric rice paper. I've got a carrot rice paper right here, and then just a plain sesame one. So once we're all set and ready to use those, I will show you exactly how to use them. It's so simple. I have also got some crab here. I've got some lump crab. I've got it mixed with a little bit of light canola mayonnaise and some sriracha. I just kind of like that kick that's in there. And, some people don't like spicy mayo. I do. So I'm going to be using it. So you mix that up. And then you can see here I've just got some lightly thinned Persian cucumbers. I like them just because they're easier to work with as opposed to a larger cucumber. You can use your grater and you can get that pretty fine line and make them extremely easy to work with, because once they get a little bit on the thick side, they're really not fun to work with. So once that's done marinating, we'll get started and I'll show you guys how to pretty much make an amazing meal. Okay guys, so we're going to get started here. Right here I have the marinated salmon, and it's pretty much amazing. It tastes great. And then over here I have just my sushi mat wrapped in some saran wrap. So the way that I'm going to do this is you always want to have also like a little bit of water over here so you can kind of keep dipping your hands in. So when you're touching the rice, they're not going to stick. For this specific roll, you're going to want to, you kind of just want to put them in like a little mound. Bundle up the rice as best you can. Be prepared to get extremely messy with your hands, filling what you want to fill your rolls with, which is pretty fun. So anyways, what I've done here is I've taken the rice paper, the soy rice paper, and I've taken the rice and I've smushed it all across the top, put some sesame seeds on the top of that. I mean, you don't have to be frugal, you can put quite a bit if you'd like. Toasted, of course. So then you're going to flip it over. You're going to start adding your filling. So I'm going to do some cream cheese. typically people would put like vegetables. You could put some carrots. You could put some julienne carrots, some julienne cucumber. But I'm just going to stick with what I have in front of me right now. Well, I'll make do. So I'm gonna add some of the crab.
1 minute.
Do we have another SIM card anywhere? Some of the crab and voila, some cucumber. Works awesome. So basically now I've got some of the sriracha with the mayonnaise sauce that I explained earlier. You're going to want to take it over and flip it. So this is basically your guide that's going to help you roll your maki. Here we have the roll. I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces. I'm only going to put 6 on the plate, maybe even 4 just because I have a smaller plate. But once that's all said and done, then I'm going to finish plating it and we are going to be finito, done. I've got a mango puree over here. I've got some sliced beets, some ginger. I've got the salmon poke, the crab with the sriracha and the mayonnaise. I've got soy sauce done with a agar to make it stick. Crab roll with some cream cheese inside there, some turmeric nori topped with the salmon poke. And the wasabi. There we go. Thank you for tuning in with me today, and I hope that you guys continue to follow me on my adventures in the kitchen / living room. I will be up soon with my next video. Thank you.
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't